Hello, welcome to my room. Welcome to my room. Yes. Okay, let's get straight into it. I am here to remind you that you are allowed to have desires and to want to fulfill them. You are allowed to want something and know you don't have it yet. It is okay to acknowledge that you want something and not have it yet. So ever since I've discovered conscious manifestation, deliberate manifestation, however you want to call it, specifically the law of assumption, right, by Neville Goddard. So ever since I discovered all of this, I was like, well, I was doing it wrong all these years. Like, I was just doing it wrong, living wrong, and now I've got the key to life. Okay, so yes, of course, first there's this thought that comes up, oh, I want this. Okay, so I still have that, right? But what I did, so I discovered the law of assumption, right? And I was like, oh, that's how you do it. So when a want, a desire comes up, I go, okay, got it. And then I go straight to, I have it. Okay, so I just go for it because that's how you do it, right? You're supposed to embody the state of being. You're supposed to declare and assume that you already have the desire. So I have it, right? So it's like, I want it, I have it, okay? So that's how you do it, right? And so I've applied that. I have practiced that. But what I noticed was the resistance that it was creating for me. Okay? Because it's like, it's going from 0 to hero, right? It's like, it's this quick jump. I was pretty hard on myself, and it's just this, I've built up this fear of not doing it right, because I thought I had to do it perfectly, in order to get the outcome, the wish fulfilled, whatever you want to call it. I thought it had to be this perfect, okay, I've got it. Every moment I've got it. And yes, the more you assume, the more you stay there and dominantly assume that this is what's going on for you, the faster, the quicker it happens, right? And that is true. But what we often miss is this, the resistance part. We don't even realize we're resisting the desire because we're so focused on, getting it right, and we think, and therefore we think we're doing it right because we're really, oh well, I'm locked in and I'm sure I'm getting it right, and therefore there's no time to be distracted, there's no time to spiral, no time for anything at all. It's just we are locked in, right? And yeah, and that's good. That does get shit done. I'm not saying that's not effective at all. It varies from person to person, really. So I guess what I want to say is, do what feels natural for you. Because what I've noticed with myself is this, I was scared of saying, I want this, I want that. I was scared of saying, I want, because then that would imply, not having the desire. Oh, I say I want, that means I'm in lack. So that's how I thought of it. And that's what they tell you, right? In the manifestation community, that's what they usually would tell you. And they're not wrong. At some point, you're going to have to shift to, well, I have it, and I'm receiving it. But what I'm saying here is that you're allowed to have that, to have that phase where you're just wanting it. It's okay to acknowledge that you simply want it. And in fact, that'll give you the space, allow for a space to you to ponder on that desire and really decide if it's for you. So just give yourself that space. Allow yourself to want, to acknowledge that you're in this phase of like having this desire. So don't rush yourself. Don't go straight to, well, I've got to have it, so I have it, I have it, I have it, I have it now, now, now. You know, you don't have to go there yet if you're not ready. So just do what feels natural for you. And it's okay to, and even in, okay, so maybe you've already decided you want this. Like, okay, so yeah, I really do want this. It's totally fine to still say you want it. Like, okay, that sounded a little like confusing, but it's okay to still use that phrasing. So you've decided you want it and therefore you want to deliberately manifest it, right? And so now you've got to switch to like, I have it and I am a millionaire, you know, I am this and that. So that kind of phrasing. But if you're just not comfortable with that, you can totally still do the I want thing. You know, you don't have to take that away from yourself. I hope this is making sense. You know, I intend for this to reach the right people. But yeah, so you can say you want something and have it. You're allowed to say you want something. In fact, you're allowed to stay in that wanting and receive it at the same time. It's really up to you. Like, you decide the rules. That's like, based on my experience, that's how it is. It's really the rules. There are no rules, right? What often gets in the way is you. So you're fine. You're fine. So do what sounds, say what sounds natural to you. So that's like the common method, right? When it comes to, manifesting something. It's, you know, doing affirmations, like declaring it, you say your affirmations, or maybe you've got subliminals going on, but what really matters is, you know, what you dominantly assume, right? And when you dominantly assume that you can want something and have it at the same time, then that's what's most likely going to happen for you. Now, like, okay, real life experience, like, okay, I recall, like, with my graduation, it was a big deal for me. I graduated last year in November. Anyway, so it's a big thing for me. And, you know, yes, I'd have these moments where I'm, like, fully confident and, like, yes, I am a graduate, like, you know, I'd really say it like that. Like, I am graduating. I have, you know, I have a diploma, all of that. So, yes, but there are times when the doubts would be louder, okay? And in those times, I'd say, well, I want to graduate. I really want to graduate. So it's not really, it doesn't mess anything up. You don't have to overthink, like, every phrase, you know, every thought. You don't have to micromanage your thoughts. Just know that you're on the way. You can just simply know that you're on the way, that you're on that path, and life is working for you, not against you. The universe is doing its thing. You just really got to be in that space and acknowledge that. And at the same time, you know, you've got to be okay with not having it either. You know what I mean? It's just like this letting go. It would really help to, you know, what's really helped me is also this surrender. I remember, you know, I'd surrender to God. You know, when something really matters to me and I want it, you know, and you know, these doubts and fears come up, you know, you go through your spirals. What's really been helping me is this, just, you know, this surrendering to God, to source, a higher power, your higher self, whatever you want to call it. Because it's just, it takes the, you know, the heaviness off your hands, you know, because with these things, you don't have to do the heavy lifting. I just burped. I hope you didn't hear that. If you did, well, hello. I'm not gonna cut that out. I don't like editing. Any sort of editing is just not for me. But anyway, so, what was I saying? Okay, wait. Oh, so we often worry about the how part. How is this gonna happen? How? Because I just don't see how this will happen. So how will it happen? Like, you know? So, yeah. So, that's pretty common. And that's totally fine. That's where the surrendering comes in. Because that's not your job. Okay? That ain't your role. You don't have to figure that out. The how part isn't our job. We plant the seed, we let it grow, and that's our job there, is to plant the seed. And yeah, so I just wanted this to be, you know, like a reminder video. Like, I'm just here to remind you that it's okay. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's also, this is a big reminder for myself as well. It's like I'm talking to myself, talking to you, talking to myself. Yeah. So you don't have to know the how part. That's not your business. The how is not your business. Of course, you know, there's inspired action, and, you know, at some point you'll have to take action. But how it all goes down, it's not really, there's so much that happens behind the scenes. So, you know, trust in the unknown. So yeah, it's okay not to be perfect. It's really fine. So yeah, hope this helps. Good reminder for everybody. And I will see you soon. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. Bye.